The best way to explore a new city is to connect with the people living in it. Vibrant communities with stories untold. This is Next Stop Nebraska. You don't always expect to find a brewery out in the middle of nowhere, but that's exactly what Brush Creek Brewing Company is right off of Highway 20 here in Atkinson. When I found out about this place, I knew I had to get the story, what it's like owning a brewery in a small town. This is Rodney. He's the owner of Brush Creek Brewing Company. Him and his wife moved back to Atkinson a few years ago, and when this building became available, they knew that they had to have it. He knew that he always wanted to have his own brewery, and his roots run really deep here, as some of his best memories were growing up on his grandfather's ranch right here in Holt County. I sat down with Rodney to learn more about how he chooses what flavors to brew. But really, it was just an excuse to drink more beer.
So 68713 is the Atkinson zip code.
One of these?
Yes, this one right here.
Okay.
And what's really cool about it is we're the first brewery in Nebraska to be able to pull off a beer made with ingredients from our zip code. So all the ingredients came from 68713. It is the fastest selling beer we have ever made.
Is it?
Oh, it is going fast. We are down to the last.
It's going fast, guys.
Yeah.
It's going on.
It's probably going to be gone tomorrow.
It's really cool to know that their best-selling beer is sourced from local ingredients such as hops and barley from farmers right here in their zip code. He also told me about this seasonal beer that has cinnamon and nutmeg, literally Christmas in a cup. In fact, it was so good that I asked Rodney if I could take home one of the 32-ounce cans, also known as their stock tanks, home with me. These cans look so cool by themselves. It's a souvenir and a beer. Rodney also said that he thinks he makes some of the best pizza around, so I had to take him up on that challenge. I decided to try the Harvester pizza mainly because it had a lot of different ingredients on it that I'm not used to, like apples and cilantro and sweet corn and brisket.
First bite of the Harvester pizza at Brush Creek Brewing. It's got a lot of stuff on it.
And it was really good. After a full belly of beer and pizza, Rodney took us around Brush Creek Brewery to see the process of how he chooses and creates the different flavors that we taste in our cups.
If you stick the marshmallow in the fire, it's a totally different product than what you pull out of the bag. The same is true with the barley. The longer they roast it, the more characteristics they pull out of it, the color. You're going to get different flavors: coffee, chocolate, toffee, caramel, bready, biscuity, you name it. That's how we build the beer. You know, it's not hard. It's really simple.
It's not hard. Anybody can do it. I got this. I'm starting a brewery.
Thanks, Rodney, for sharing your story, the beer, and the pizza, but it's time for me to head out for my next stop.